lots of whispering, maybe some mouth sounds, some tapping, just like all the best triggers basically. So buckle up and let's get started. Okay. The first journal I have is from a couple of years ago, and this journal is really special because it has a picture of my kitty cat on it. My kitty cat, my kitty cat, my kitty cat. That's my kitty cat on it. My kitty cat, 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 kitty cat. Her name was Hera, after the goddess. Since she's so freaking cute, she was so freaking cute, so freaking cute. 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 I miss her so much. I can't really get into it right now because I'll cry. And I don't want to mess up my makeup that I did just for you. So let's open it up and read a little chapter, shall we? Let's just start off with the very first page. So I started this journal. You can see it says 2003 2023 2023. And look at these cute little like stars it comes in too. And the first entry says Wednesday, 12/28/2022. 12/28/2022. 22. I need to learn to breathe when I'm talking. I need to catch my breath. If you're seeing this in the bloopers, hi, I love you. Thanks for supporting all my channels. I'm catching my breath. Okay. 11:41 a.m. Sacramento, California. So this is how I open some of my journal entries, with the day here, the date here, what time, because sometimes numbers and times can end up being significant, and where I am at. I no longer live here, so it's really nice when I'm looking back on things to know, so that can be very helpful later on. Sometimes I'll even put the weather or something, something significant like that. So 11:41 a.m. Funny thing, timing. Funny how you believe everything happens for a reason, but then actually seeing how things play out better than you could have imagined, that hits different. Like this journal. I wouldn't even be writing in this journal if my suitcase hadn't got lost. Oh my gosh, you guys, so 12/28, yeah, this was right after I had just taken a trip to see my dad before we moved down here to be with him. I was coming to visit him for Christmas, and Southwest Airlines lost my bag, so they sent them somewhere totally random, and I didn't get my luggage for 2 weeks. So the entire time I was staying at my dad's, I had to buy new clothes or borrow t-shirts from him, and oh my gosh, it was a whole thing. So then I have a quote from one of my favorite baddies. She's one of my favorite podcasters, but she's so much more than that. She is just a powerhouse woman. Her name's 𝚑𝚘𝚗𝚎. So I wrote one of her quotes down underneath. So I bought this one. And I said, the quote, 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 the quote is, it's always this or something better. 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 I need to remember the universe wants me to have the best. The universe wants me to have the best. The universe wants to shower me with abundance. Shower me with abundance. So I'm going to be leaning into receiving, leaning into receiving, leaning into receiving, receiving, receiving. The sun was my tarot card for the past few years. It's my incense holder. And I'm moving to the desert where the sun shines the brightest. A play on words, a spiritual message, soul searching, but I spelt it S-O-L. S-L-L. Searching. Because actually I remember now, the cover of the journal was like a picture of a little sun, and it said soul searching spelled like that, S-O-L, 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 searching. And I thought that was so clever, so yeah. Oh my gosh. And then underneath it, you guys, underneath it, it says 9:10 p.m. So the timing thing is also helpful if you're writing like during different entries during your day. Like I wrote something in the morning, obviously, and then I came back at night and I wrote something too. And it's like scribbled in here, so it looks like I was like, I just need to write this down. 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 So it says, I just saw a vision in my head of my custom store, like an Etsy store, or a merch store, or something, or something. And I'm not going to go too much into detail, but because I've been thinking about it a lot lately and taking some steps toward it, so that's really exciting. Let's see what's next. Okay, so then it looks like I wrote an entry the very next day as well. So Thursday, 12/29/2022, 7:43 p.m. This weekend has been so nice. I feel like my batteries are recharging. I've been staying hydrated and haven't drank since I've been back from Arizona. Lizzie and I have just been downing LaCroix. I also got us some kombucha yesterday. so far. I am feeling giddy, giddy, giddy. My day has been so beautiful. I woke up well rested after a full 8 hours. Wow, that's always good. Get a full night's sleep. Full night's sleep. Full night's sleep. This was back when I was working at Panera as a manager, so I didn't get a lot of sleep at that time because I would work some days at 5 a.m. and then other days I would work the night shift, and other days I would work the mid shift, and I was usually working about 9 hours every single day, but some days I worked there 10 hours, 10 hours, and yeah, so to get 8 hours of sleep was like a really big deal for me. So also, like, sometimes I would get like more hours of sleep than that, but it would be like I would take a nap like in the middle of the day, and then I would like get up, and then I would like do my stuff, and then I would go to sleep for the night, and then I would wake up, go to work, come home, take a nap, and then like be up. It was crazy, but let's continue with the reading. Continue with the reading. Continue with the reading. I woke up well rested after a full 8 hours. I woke up to 19 days without cigarettes. Oh, 19 days without cigarettes. 19 days without cigarettes. What a good girl. What a good girl. What a good girl. What a good girl. I'm so proud of myself. Oh. Okay. I woke up to 19 days without cigarettes and 6 days without alcohol. I had so much energy and vitality today. I felt so good. And I was taking deep breaths on my hot girl walk to work. Oh my god, everything's about perspective, isn't it, you guys? Like, I was literally walking to work, and like I didn't really like enjoy walking to work, but like I told myself like, oh, like I'm on a hot girl walk. And then suddenly my walk to work wasn't just like a walk to work, it was a hot girl walk. So my hot girl walk, my hot girl walk, my hot girl walk. My hot girl walk to work. I felt so clear, so light. Lately, all I want to do is good, fun, healthy things. And I'm craving good foods and nourishing drinks. Oh, like, that doesn't sound like a big deal, you guys, but like, I used to not take care of myself very well. Like, I've come a long way to be the person that you see sitting in front of you today right now. And that's one reason why these journals are like so sacred to me, is because like it shows the journey. Like, y'all, I was in the trenches for a while. Like, I did things I'm not proud of, and I put things into my body that were not very healthy. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. Let's just say that, and not say anything else. Let's move on. Lately, all I want to do is good, fun, healthy things. I'm craving good foods and nourishing drinks. I had a smoothie today, and on my way home, I got a matcha latte with my Starbucks gift card. Oh my god, what a good day, what a good day, what a good day. We're on a hot girl walk. We're 19 days with no nicotine, 6 days sober. And your girl drank a smoothie and a matcha latte that day. And she paid for it with a Starbucks gift card, so she didn't even have to spend money. We love that energy. I'm sending you some of that energy right now. I'm sending you Starbucks drinks and hot girl walks and good vibes and good perspectives. I am so grateful. I am so happy. And this is my vibe for the entire year of 2023. And honestly, stress and struggle and stuff, but there was also like an equal or probably maybe even bigger amount of like good things that happened. I mean, 2022 and 2023, and honestly 2024 too, I feel like I've had the most ups and downs of like the past 5 years. Like the first 2 years of those 5 years was like sharp downs, and then like up, and then like 2021 was like I was moving up, and then 2022 was like this, and then 2023 was like this, and then I met my girlfriend and it was like whew. And then like we were peaking, and 23 was very good, and then it was like we moved and there was all this moving stress and like all this other stuff, but then like then it was good and it evened out. And then, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting off topic, so I'm just gonna read you some more, okay? Okay, so we were saying I got a matcha latte. This is my vibe for the entire year of 2023. So I was actively trying to work on my mindset in 2023. And I think that's why, even though there were like a lot of low points in 2023 and early on in 2024, why I was able to maintain like my good spirits is because I was really working on my mindset and like my perspective on things. Like I was focusing on the verbiage I was using for things. I was trying not to affirm things like, man, I always hit this red light, or like, oh, every time I go to this restaurant something bad happens, or like, I just stopped saying stuff like that. I stopped saying I'm bad at math. I stopped affirming these things, and instead started saying things like, I'm so lucky, I always hit all the green lights, like, I'm so happy, I'm going on a hot girl walk instead of just I'm walking to work, and it was very powerful for me. Okay. Monday, January 9th, 2023. A strange morning. Not in happenings, but in vibes. Waking up alone felt strange. Not that I don't love being alone, but the past few days I have woken up to the comfort of my girlfriend's cute sleeping face beside me, and without her it feels empty. Oh, this was before we lived together, and when we first got together for like the first like 8 months of our relationship, we didn't get to see each other that often, like maybe like once a week or like every other week, and sometimes we would have to go like 2 or 3 weeks without seeing each other, and like that was so hard, but we would FaceTime a lot and stuff because I didn't have a car at this point in time, and neither did she, and I was working as a manager full time, and she was going to college full time, so we were like, you know, so, but even though I was sad that she went away, I was just talking to myself like I would talk to a friend inside my journal to get my feelings out, and I like some of the verbiage that I have in this little journal entry. So anyways, I'm gonna keep going. Without her, it just feels empty, but I'm sipping my peppermint mocha coffee, admiring its flavor, appreciating its warmth. I'm listening to the wind, to the wind, to the wind, to the wind, and the rain, and the rain, and the rain, outside my bedroom window, calmed by its coziness, and centered by its energy. I am burning the last of my rainbow candle, the one I bought when I came back from Thanksgiving, to match my new throw blanket that I got to bring new energy to my room. It's draped around me now, enveloping my legs in a sea of fluff and brightening my view with its rainbow hues. I'm having fun with words today. I've been Pisces, so she really has a way with words. And she's a vlogger, so she sees the world like romantically, kind of like the way that I do. I want to read it again, to devour it, but I also want to dive into new books. Oh yeah, I read it in like 2 days. I read it in like 2 days, and I immediately wanted to reread it. That happens to me a lot. If I really like a book, I'm like, I'm gonna reread it right now. But then I had to stop myself and be like, girl, give it some time. Time is important. So, anyways, I want to read it again, but I also want to dive into new books, expand my mind, feed my soul. I tend to reread often. Oh yeah, it's comforting, and there's nothing wrong with that. Fair. But right now, I just want something new. Catcher was the perfect vibe, though. I can't wait to write my books. Sorry guys, I have to adjust because I'm sitting on the floor and my leg's asleep. Sorry, okay. Catcher was the perfect vibe. I can't wait to write my books. What exactly is it that holds me back? Let's check in with this later so we can clear the shadow, clear the shadow, clear the shadow, the shadow, the shadow, the shadow. I think it's so good to like check in with yourself like that and like talk yourself through your thoughts sometimes. Like I have ADHD and anxiety and OCD. So sometimes like I can like dwell on the same thought or like think in a thought spiral or like get lost in my thoughts, and so sometimes journaling is such a good way to like get those thoughts out and like make sense of them, you know? Anyways. Okay, so for some context in this next portion I'm gonna read to you. So this is 2023. I started my YouTube channel in, I want to say 2022. 2022. 22. But I didn't start taking it seriously until September of last year, which was 2023. So at this point I did have my channel and I had put out some videos and vlogs, and I had like, I don't know, I want to like maybe like 5 videos or something on my channel, maybe a couple more, but I didn't have that many, so I just wanted to mention that before I go into this next part. Okay. So this was the same day, but much later on. So 11, wait, I lied, it's not that much later on. I actually don't know how late it was, how much later on it was. Never mind. Okay. 11:08 a.m. Ironically, considering my thoughts an hour ago about being, oh, so it was only an hour later. Okay. Ironically, considering my thoughts an hour ago about being present in the now, I just went back down memory lane on Tumblr, all the way back to 2011 and beyond, and YouTube last January. I don't know why I felt drawn to it, but I did, and so I listened to my intuition and I went in. The vlogs from last year were really wild because everything is the same, but everything is completely different. And then I have this taped over, so I can't read anymore. I don't know if like I said something sad or what, but the quote that I have taped over it says, "The ones who love us never really leave us." Sirius Black. my most recent one. You guys want to know what I've been thinking about recently? Whoa, look how the ring light looks. Look how it looks. Look how it looks. Look how it looks. This is my current journal. Alright, page 1. Well, first you open up and you see I've glued in this little envelope so I can put like pictures and receipts and things like that. And then this journal actually comes with some stickers, which I thought was really fun. And we have, then we have our first page. And I've been really into like using stickers and like cute colored pens and just like really having fun making my newer journals cute. So, Monday, 5/27/24. So, I don't know if you guys have been watching for a little while, then you'll know that earlier this year I fell into a little bit of like a rut and I came out of it and I'm doing much better now. And I had just happened to finish my other journal and start this new one like right as I was coming out of that rut, so that felt like really aligned and really like it just made sense. So 9:55 a.m. This is another reason I like to write down times, because I actually haven't read this in a while, and 5/5 has been an angel number. 5/5 and 5/5 have been coming up for me so freaking much in the past like couple this next one, okay, again, if you follow my main channel, I made a video about what I'm about to read you, but I like, oh my gosh, but yeah, I'm not trying to like self-promo or anything by being like, click on all of my vlogs up at the top, but I do have a vlog about this particular journal entry, and the last journal entry too, so if you want to watch like the vlog version of the diary entry I'm reading, then I'll pop them on the screen, but if you're just here for the ASMR, then I appreciate you, and you can just stay on this channel if that's more your vibe. Thank you for being here, and I'm gonna continue reading now. Saturday, June 15th, 2024, 9:16 a.m. I'm having coffee in my current favorite mug, the one that says good vibes only. I'm watching my favorite YouTuber for comfort, and I'm still processing last night, the fire and the fear. You always see fires on the news or hear about them in stories, but you never really think that it can happen to you. You never think it'll happen in your own backyard. It was scary. We didn't know if we would have to leave, if our home was in danger. Wildest dreams kept playing in my head. Burning it down. Burning it down. Burning it down. So I actually ended up finding a non-copyright version of that song to put in that video, funny enough, because it was playing in my head like literally the whole time, so that's a little fun fact behind the scenes about that vlog. I might make a playlist called Iron and Wood and fill it with fiery songs. Is that too much? Who cares? What's too much? Who decides that? Lately, I just want to take care of my family, to take care of myself, and to create. When they told us we might have to leave, I was thinking about what to take with me, knowing that everything could be lost. Of course, my journals were the first things I grabbed, then my tripod, my laptop, and all of my YouTube equipment. Then I grabbed clothes and toiletries. Then I grabbed my Taylor Swift CDs and my limited edition Taylor Swift merch. And at first I felt kind of weird about that. At first I was like, okay, am I being silly? Like, literally taking like music merch. Like, I have a house full of shit that might get burned down, and I want my folklore limited edition cardigan. But then I thought about it and I was like, well, yeah, it's a folklore limited edition cardigan. Like, they only made a certain amount of them, and I don't want to lose it, and it's my favorite thing to wear, and it brings me comfort. And then I was also like, why do I care if anybody thinks it's weird if I want, like, what I want to grab in a fire? Like, it's my shit. So that was very eye-opening for me. So I grabbed my Taylor CDs, and then when I knew we had a little bit more time, I went back and I grabbed all of my records. cells could disintegrate, but I still have memories in my head. I didn't need these physical representations, but I love having my 3D representations of my memories, of my music. But I am not my diaries, or the coffee mugs I choose in the morning. But these things, they make up my life. I want to say that again because I don't know, it really resonates with me. So, I am not my diaries or the coffee mugs I choose in the morning. But these things, they make up my life. They help me turn my survival into living because of how they make me feel. But the important things of all aren't really things. They are the people that we love, and how we feel, and how we make other people feel. Like Taylor said, you are what you love. Oh my gosh. So, that's my current journal. Couple of snippets from recently. Now let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Oh my god, you guys. I am too embarrassed to show you what's in here right now. June 22nd, 2003. This is a scrapbook of my best friend and me. So I've had a best friend since kindergarten. And I guess I bought this journal because I went out to visit her for like 2 weeks because I used to live in Arizona and then I moved to California. And then I moved back to Arizona now, but anyways, I had moved out to California at this point and I had come to visit her for like 2 weeks, and I guess this was our little book. So 2003. I was 9. Yeah, I think I was like 9 or 10 or 11, something like that. I'm not gonna do the math right now, but today we played games. Then her mom and dad took us to this neat place called Bookman's. That was my favorite store as a kid, and now that I'm back in Arizona, probably my favorite store again. I love books. And, okay, before I start gushing, I'm gonna stick to the script. Okay. So